Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monkey in the Morning. I am your host, the Ranting Monkey. He's Jack. Say hi, Jack.
Hi, everybody.
And with us tonight is BX Beast Boy. Beast, how you doing, my friend?
Hi, guys. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
We've been talking about having you on the show for fucking ever, and you were actually scheduled to be here last night until Monkey fucked everything up. So my apologies, sir, for that.
It's all good.
But we finally got you here, and I'm glad to have you here. Thanks for joining us this evening. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to be here.
You seem relaxed.
I'm super relaxed, man. I'm in a good mood, good spirits.
Way relaxed. Jack, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you?
I slept like a fucking dog last night, man. I slept 10 hours last night.
Damn.
Me.
That sounds gangster.
Dude, I usually sleep, if I'm lucky, 4 hours a night. That's a good night's sleep for me. So when I saw the time, I was impressed with myself. So I'm feeling pretty good, actually. Pretty good. I have some stuff I want to discuss with you two gentlemen. It's not about the title, okay? So guys, we'll get to the title, I promise. We'll talk about the Tucker stuff in a little bit. But as a married man, you're both single, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Now, Beast, I'm putting you a little bit on the spot here, but not really. Oh, get this shit.
No such thing. Not for me. Open
Now,
book out here.
You and I tend to take different sides of the Abba and Preach versus Fresh and Fit stuff. However, I'm not here to litigate that. They can fight their own battles. That's not it. But I do have a question about whether or not you come down more on the Fresh and Fit or the what they call the Manosphere, the red pilled side, because you're a single man. So because me and Jack, we differ a little bit in the world of romanticisms, because I'm still a romantic at heart. But I've been married for 18 years. 30 years since I was 18. I've been out of the game forever. So I still have a lot more trust in women than some folks do. And I'm wondering if maybe it's just that I have been out of it for so long that I can still have hope.
I think that you might have a misconception of what the red pill is, because I think the red pill has hope. You're thinking maybe the black pill that gave up complete hope, like there's no hope at all. That's more of the incels that you just are like, oh, life is like this and blah, 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 blah. And they just quit. Red pill is like, we're going to work a certain way to get the things that we want. But
okay, let me explain by what I mean by that. If you take the manosphere side of things, that women are there basically to try to get your money, and you have to have a lot of it to even get a woman. And to me, that feels like giving up hope, because I know a lot of poor motherfuckers that got women.
I think that's a misconception too. It does make sense. It's just that I don't think every person that's red pill or defines himself under that ideology thinks that about all women. It's a certain type of woman that they categorize as that. Like the Fresh and Fit girls, not every girl's going to be like the girls on Fresh and Fit. Like not all of them. That's a certain type.
Thank God.
We will not disagree about the type of women on Fresh and Fit, because them some dumb hoes. Let's just call them what they are. They dumb hoes.
But throughout, like I guess when men are maturing, these are the girls that we chase during our youth, though. Those are the girls that we see on Instagram, all over TV, reality TV shows, and we look for those girls and chase them. So like people like Fresh and Fit, they're telling you how to get girls like that, which I think that maybe they could tap more into the just overall betterment, which they do, but they more focus on how to get girls like that, or hey, this is how girls like this think. Maybe you might not want this. Right.
That's fair enough. Real quick, let me get this tall person. Thank you. Hey, I get to catch one of these live, and a special guest. Lucky, happy Worldwide Day of Giving to you as well. And thank you for the donation on this day of giving. I appreciate it.
I got a donation yesterday while we were off the air.
Oh, okay.
It's from John. Thank you, John. What's that kink? Formicophilia. You guys know what that is?
Formicophilia. That sounds like I'm going. You like a chick with formaldehyde in her.
No, I thought it was formicophilia at first, and I was like, Formica, really gross. No, this is weirder. It's the sexual interest in being crawled upon or nibbled by insects such
Ew.
as ants or small creatures.
Okay,
It's a form
Who
of zoophilia.
that's
Who gets
different.
turned on by getting bit by ants?
People that need intense psychological help.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
There's all types of crazy kings out there.
Yeah, there is, but I don't understand like 99% of them, to be honest.
At least this one isn't somebody banging a kid or an animal.
Fair.
You know what? I could learn to live with this kink. Be like, all right, you do you. Don't tell me about it. You want to play with your ant farm over there? Whatever, man. Just I never want to hear about it.
They're not hurting anybody else. They knock themselves out. Let a fucking ant bite you, but I will judge you. It's just like I always go back to the balloon people. I don't get it. You're not hurting anybody, but you are fucking weird.
Yeah.
If your nipples get hard because you rub balloons on yourself.
Although this really would have changed that scene in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull when that guy got it killed by the fire ants.
Oh, fair.
If he had been like, ooh.
I don't think I've seen that.
That's what the 4th Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah.
Okay. I might have seen it and forgot.
That's
most
probably
people have.
Which one was the one with Shia LaBeouf?
That's that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I definitely forgot that. Yeah.
It's best to just let that memory go. You know, if you could have selective dementia, there might be some benefit to that. I'm just saying, like certain movies or experiences, I would erase from my life.
Now, I haven't seen it yet, and I don't know if either of you have. Do you think 5 is worse than 4, at least from what you've heard so far?
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Yes. I haven't heard too much about it. I don't hear as much bitching about this one, even though there is plenty of it, but not as much as I did about. Yeah.
That might be horrible. Oh man, I haven't heard much either, but that.
If what I've heard is true, it's going to be an unmitigated disaster.
I think it got overshadowed by the Little Mermaid movie.
Maybe.
That was trash.
We had so much even in the build up to that, even though Indiana Jones comes out first, the build up to Little Mermaid has been going on for months now. Rodline, thank you. Am I alone in sensing the Manosphere getting more and more, forgive this word, misogynistic? F&F, fresh and fit, come off as what we used to call Guidos. It depends on which part of the Manosphere you're talking about. I think fresh and fit have been going a little bit overboard on the and mostly in their fighting with Abba and Preach. Otherwise,
Abba and Preach went overboard,
and that's fair. But I'm talking about specifically with like the Sneeko stream that they did that Fit was on.
With the hood?
Throwing on the hood and
yo, that's crazy. It wasn't that bad, man. It was not that bad.
Not a good look.
But again,
when you have Nick Fuentes come out and go, dude, that's a little too far. You probably went a little too far on that part of it.
I mean, he did quote the Dave Chappelle thing.
And again, fair enough. But if you watch the rest of their shit, most of it isn't like that. If you watch the Willie Mack video that they did, Willie Mack specifically went after the worst shit that the guys have done, which if you're making an exposed video, that's what you do. That's not every stream. So I think some of it's exaggerated by the kind of people who are speaking. You guys are making me speak up for the Manosphere. God damn it. A lot of it's exaggerated by the kind of people who are speaking against the worst parts of it. You got to keep that in mind when you're watching that kind of stuff.
Real quick, Beast Boy, do you have a Streamlabs?
It's already in there.
Oh, okay. Dangerous was asking for it. Hi, Stargazer. Thank you, tall person. Hi, Jack. Some for you. Have you heard the minimum wage crowd now wants $20 an hour? It'll never be enough for these commies.
That's beast.
Shush, man. SMH. Happy National Megalodon Day. This is the day they should have released the Meg 2. If they did.
Sure, yes.
The shark movie?
Yeah. Giant sharks, man. Regular sharks are scary enough. I don't go in the ocean for a reason.
I like the ocean.
Nope. Sharks, octopus, giant squid, jellyfish,
stingray?
was in the abyss. No, there's monsters in there. No, here there be monsters.
You ain't afraid of a stingray? You don't think that's kind of worrisome?
Only if you're Steve Irwin.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to that guy.
Right? Like stingrays generally don't attack humans that much. I mean, and they're smiling all the time, so it's kind of hard to be upset when there's an animal smiling at you and killing you.
I didn't even know they could smile. That's crazy.
Yeah, they have this like permanent smile. They have freaky looking faces. They're weird, but there's too much weird shit in the ocean. Now, and you go down real far, and they're like translucent and glow and shit. No, that place is full of evil. Nope, not going in there. And all these weird reinforce that.
I am on the Starlink tonight, so I will be cutting out. I just have to be on this one. So if I just get suddenly quiet, please take over. Real quick, Frank, thank you. The Manosphere is made up of secretly different types. You have those that are just man whores, justifying it. Those who are burned by hoes. Finally, those who are just about looking out for men. And that is true too. Yeah, it is a lot wider group than sometimes they're giving credit for. Donald Camp, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate it. Oh, speaking of membership, Jack, my game channel's already monetized.
Oh, nice.
That's fire.
Well, it was a remonetization. I'd lost the monetization because I hadn't used it for so long.
They do that?
Oh yeah, only because my watch hours dropped. You have to maintain your watch hours.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're a little bit Nazi-like on that one.
A little bit.
I didn't know that.
Thank you, Frank. I'm not sure what that word is. I can relate. Oh, okay. I can relate to the last two types, but not the first. For example, my ex, I knew her for years on and off. I was the super. She'd cry. She'd cry on after dudes treated her like shit. Then she cut ties when they'd come back around. Eventually, she cheated on me.
Oh, he was a simp.
Yeah, he was a simp. It happens.
That's why the red pill community is important, huh?
Yeah.
Cryptic, thank you. My wife asked me to get her something that goes from 0 to 206 seconds for her birthday. I got her a bathroom scale. Fuck.
Thank you, Travis Gardner.
Wow.
Sitting around my personal library thinking of my life of poverty. Did you see that bitch on Twitter?
I did. Real quick. Thank you, Travis Gardner, for the gifted sub. That went out to somebody. Old Guy Gamer. Thank you for that, Travis. Yeah, the bitch who the writer.
Yeah.
I'm a writer.
She's like a New York Times writer, a professor, and all this other stuff. And she's bitching about how broke she is. And then you go through her timeline and she's buying stuff from IKEA. Like, you're not broke. Shut up, bitch. You're going to IKEA. Yeah, granted, IKEA is priced fairly reasonable. But no, if you're poor, you go to Goodwill or you look at the street corner for people putting their trash out and take your bookshelf there.
Is that crazy?
On Big Trash Day, yeah.
Hey, Beast Boy, check your Streamlabs.
Oh yeah. Your Streamlabs link is in the top of the YouTube chat there, so people can donate to you while we're on the show here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Can I say the person's name?
Yes.
Cal.
Wait. As long as it's on the name, read the name if it's on the left, not the name that's on the right.
Oh, gotcha. Hold on, let me load it up instead then, just to be safe. Or just to be safe. 1 second, guys. It's taking me.
Oh no, take your time. They're used to it from us because I do that every damn time. Even when I try to give myself some room, it never loads by the time I'm done with my stretch. You know what I mean?
That's base.
Well, you're doing that. Thank you, Fetterman's neck hump. This was no boating accident. Exactly. That's why I don't go out in boats. They sink, and then monsters eat you.
Eagle says, you're telling me you know my real name. No, I've only ever had one problem with it. I always read the name on the left, but for some reason, the name on the left was the same one on the right on that one. I never pay attention to the right-hand column. It does have some people's names in it, but I don't even look over there.
Mine doesn't have that. I just have the recent events, so it just shows me whatever they've typed in there.
Oh, so you're at the one that's at the bottom of the screen?
Okay.
Where it lists them in order?
Yeah. You go down from Streamlabs, Analytics, then Recent Events. Just click on Recent Events. And whatever people typed in there. So if you wrote your real name in there, then that's what I'm going to read because that's the only thing there. I don't really give a shit who people are. You're nice enough to give me money. I'll respect your privacy.
There you go.
There's a reason sometimes we get things from like Biden's nut tumor that we read out, you know. Although we've never got that. Why have we never got Biden's nut tumor?
Gross.
That's crazy. That's wild.
We've had worse. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I got it open.
Can't read the name.
Really?
Oh yeah. Our audience likes to have fun.
That's funny.
So, anyways, MRAs missed the blue pill moment and only one with setup. I'm not sure what that means. I don't have much of a problem with MRAs except for a couple of them are a little too. What's the word I'm looking for here? Weird. A lot of what they do is good, and a lot of it gets overshadowed by stuff they're not actually related to. Some of it gets overshadowed by honey badgers, who, if I'm being honest, sometimes should shut the hell up.
Oh, damn.
Thank you, Biden's nut tumor, for that generous donation. Who says hi? Hi.
That's crazy.
Whoever that was, well played. Thank you so much. All right.
I got this thing open too. If I could read it real quick. That's a tall person. Thank you. And some for you, Mr. Beast Boy. I really enjoy your content. Happy National Lobster Day. Is National Lobster Day?
I think it is. Dope. So I heard something about that on the radio. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But people have all these national days. They just make shit up.
I'm not surprised. Thank you again, tall person.
Yeah, if you guys aren't subscribed to Beast Boy, you should go subscribe. He does good content.
Appreciate that.
We'll have to put your link in the description if we don't have it already.
I've been trying to go more on a roasting spree lately, especially with a certain person.
Your roast videos are hilarious.
Thank you.
Thank you again, Biden's nut tumor, from a different person. I've seen more kids than Santa Claus. Yeah, he probably has.
That's beast. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Retro, thank you for the gift sub going out to Chris Smith. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you. Thank you to everybody who's become members of the channel. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Cryptic. A little Muslim kid can't find his mother in the supermarket. The store attendant said, "What does your mother look like?" He replies, "I have no fucking idea."
She looks like a hefty bag with eyes.
Is it a hefty bag, though?
A hefty bag, yeah. Now, see, this is why I'm not closing down my Twitch channel, even though I'm coming back to YouTube, because my two YouTube channels are connected, and I got to be careful. Anyhow, so we were talking about the poor lady, but we need to move on to Tucker. With my internet connection problems, we can't watch it. But did you guys see Tucker's new video tonight?
Nah.
Yeah.
It was on Twitter?
Yeah, he's got a new Twitter one up.
It's going crazy?
Well, it was pretty cool. It was pretty harsh, man. It was a lot more forthright than what you would have seen on TV.
Certainly.
Oh, yeah?
So the other day, I don't know if you saw it, Beast Boy, on Fox News, they have Biden giving a speech next to Trump giving a speech, and the chyron reads, "Wannabe dictator tries to jail his political opponent." Yeah, that was actually on screen on Fox News, and it caused a big old hubbub and a whole bunch of, oh my God. The producer who had been working for Fox News for 10 years, he apologized for it and then eventually resigned over the whole fucking thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, no, I did not hear about this at all. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Tucker tonight, without actually calling Biden a wannabe dictator, pointed out all the ways he's just like a shit ton of dictators. From the fact he's got a a kid who gets away with all kinds of criminal bullshit to, trying to jail his political opponents. Kamala's crusty labia, thank you.
Wait, I was like, he talked about what?
That one popped up on the screen and couldn't help but read it out loud.
Oh, snap! Tucker going crazy.
Oh
I
man,
gotta
that'd
check
be
this
hilarious if Tucker said that.
Yo, like the AI video that was going around with him going crazy. I don't know if y'all saw that.
Which one?
Oh damn! There was one in particular where he's like, a bunch of these women don't want to do nothing but sit at home. Watch TV all day. It was the funniest thing. I was like, yo, is this real? And I was like, okay, nah, that's fake. But it was the funniest thing. So
apparently there's a Twitch channel that has a constant running debate between a fake Biden and a fake Trump.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna have to check it out. Willie Mack tweeted it out earlier, but thank you, Kamala's crusty labia, who says, you're saying I'm a busted nut away from the Oval Office? And thank you, Michelle Obama's nut tumor. Hey, Joe's nut tumor. What did I start?
They nut tumors are talking to each other?
They're talking to one another. Yes, indeed.
That's crazy.
Streamlabs, Beast Boy.
Got you.
Well, yeah, so Tucker basically lays out the arguments about Biden wanting to be or being a wannabe dictator. And I have trouble arguing with anything he said. Normally there's somewhere where I'm like, okay, you're over exaggerating that a little bit or something like that. I could not find fault in what he said.
I see this. He's kicking that knowledge for real?
Oh yeah. Now, but more important to me than him being a wannabe dictator, because they can be as wannabe dictators as they want to be, but for right now, at least, the system still works enough that we can kick them out. I know, guys, relax, calm down. But at least there's that. What bothers me is the number of people who support him, who basically want him to have dictatorial powers. You know, like when it comes to things like free speech, I had an argument with some fucking idiot today because GLAAD came out and said all social media platforms allow hate speech when it comes to trans and non-binary. Fuck my internet.
Well, you're fine. Keep going.
Word, we heard you. That's crazy. That's not true either. I don't know who said that. That's not true.
Oh,
I definitely didn't hear it. It's cutting out now. So I'm going to use this time to read this out. Thank you, Cryptic. What's the difference between a female farmer and y'all? Can I read this out? And Hitler's girlfriend. One bells her hay and the other hells her bay. That is crazy. Wow. That is wow. Wow, that was gangster. All right.
Travis Gardner, thank you. Can only pay half attention, tornadoes and stuff. I'm still surprised that the honey badgers are still around. Thank you for the donation. And please stay safe if you're in a place where there's tornadoes and shit going on.
Yeah, that's me. If I cut out, it's because I'm in Oz.
This might end up just being Beast Show. You cut out and I cut out and it'd just be him.
Nah, man. I'll hold it down for you guys.
Gas one, thank you. When I worked at the bakery, I always swore I'd quit by answering the phone. Thanks for calling the bagel store. Only kosher strip club in Denver. We put a sheet on the girls so it ain't a sin. Never got a chance to do that, sadly. Fair enough.
Damn.
But no, I'm arguing with these people because, oh my God, they allow hate speech. And somebody actually said this to me. You just want to say slurs. One, slurs are lazy. Slurs are really lazy. If I'm going to insult you, it's not going to be with a slur.
Right.
I am far more clever than that. But it's not about that. If somebody just wants to say slurs, let them fucking say slurs. I don't give a shit. I don't think you should be able to control people's speech because you want to force compliance. That's my fucking issue.
Yeah, if somebody's sitting there typing slurs, they're probably like a 12-year-old or a borderline illiterate.
Or a drunk lady in Toronto.
Yeah,
That's crazy. They should. No one should be taking it that serious, especially if it's being typed or words. Like, who cares, man?
yeah.
Shouldn't be that triggered. And that's
Oh,
also
no.
a false statement because strikes is coming out here whenever you speak about certain groups.
Yeah.
Like they getting demonetized, all types of stuff. So yeah, that was crazy. Whatever that person said to you.
Gross.
Oh, dude, I run into this. I'll let you say it in a second, Jack. I run into this shit all the time, Beast Boy, where you're the most racist, homophobic, transphobic. Go fuck yourself. I'm not. I just think stupid is stupid.
Facts.
But anyway, Jack, you're about to do a gross one?
Yeah. Thank you, Maisie Hirono's labia.
Oh.
I'm so Ronry, sad and Ronry.
Oh no.
Yeah, he spelled it Ronry too. Ronery.
Well, that is how it's sung in the song on Team America.
Team America. Oh man, that movie still makes me laugh. Sorry, I don't know
Team
why.
America.
I didn't see that in years.
I know, but every time I see a clip from him, I'm like, huh. It's like a guilty pleasure for me. I don't know why.
The only part I don't like about it is the vomit scenes. I don't like vomit scenes.
That's
me either.
I do like the extended version of the sex scene where he like poops on her chest or she does his or whatever it was.
Yeah, we call that the Amber Heard.
Indeed. Chaos One, thank you. If someone is saying slurs, they're doing everything they can to say, don't listen to me. You're choosing to do so. Well, especially on social media, Twitter, because the GLAAD thing says the worst of them all is Twitter. Of course, because everything the worst is Twitter now.
Yeah, because
Twitter's the worst.
According to a lot of people, yes. After Elon bought it, it just became it's literally hell over there. Especially if you're trans, you die on Twitter at least once a day. At least.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
They're literally killing us. Shut up. Thank you, Cryptic.
Wow.
4 gay guys are sitting in a jacuzzi when all of a sudden a condom starts floating. One of the gay guys turns the other and asks, okay, who farted?
Who farted?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Now they're just trying to be gross, but keep giving me money.
Wait, that's a slow burn one right there. That's crazy.
We reserve the right to not read some of these, just for the record.
Just in case.
Anyhow, yeah. Twitter has more ways to keep you from having to see what somebody says than any of the other platforms.
Oh, yeah.
You can mute, you can block, you can lock down your whole fucking account.
I love
all of these ways to block people so you don't have to see what somebody said. They're literally killing us. Die.
Oversensitive.
Yeah, just stop being such a hypersensitive baby. Oh, mean words. They never would have survived the 80s or 90s.
That's facts.
They're such crybabies.
We used to say horrific shit to each other.
Right?
No, that's real. When I was a kid, my family prayed for my hairline on my birthday.
Wow. That's cool.
Facts. I was like 6.
Wow. That's wonderful, though.
Wow, that would probably have given me a complex.
Oh, nah. I'm like, I got my payback. They walk out the room when I walk in the room now. They don't know what they created. They don't know what they created, man. I'm roasting the hell out of them every time I see them.
Well, see, that's how we learned to deal with it back in the day.
That's facts.
I mean,
that's facts.
Just the fact that my name, my legal name is Francis, I got so much shit for that. And I wasn't allowed to punch people who said it. So I had to learn to be mean. You can call me that, but I'm going to make you cry with just my words.
Bet they stopped calling you that.
Most people did. Yes, indeed.
Came up with a nickname.
The only people that are allowed to call me that are my mom, who passed away a long time ago, and my stepmother too. She passed away, and my mother-in-law. No, that should not be coming out of anybody else's mouth, in my opinion.
Anybody else calls you monkey?
Oh, I get called monkey all the time. I even have started referring to myself as that in real life. And people who don't know that I have this online persona, I like, yeah, monkey's
Like in
gonna
third
do that,
person?
and they're like, wait, monkey, what? Like, oh,
In third person? You refer
in
to
third
yourself
person. Oh fuck yeah, I talk about myself
like
in third
Gator
person. Oh yeah,
from the other guys? Like monkey don't take no shit.
Monkey thinks it's funny to talk about himself in third person.
Yo, that's some George Costanza joint right there.
Right? Nice reference.
That's a really good callback.
That's my joint. I love Seinfeld.
On my game stream, somebody made an Alf joke earlier today, and I was like, I wonder how many people are old enough to get that in the audience.
I think more people
I watched Alf. I just don't remember. I wouldn't get a reference unless you're talking about the fact that he liked cats, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And lint, right? Wasn't like lint like gold on his planet?
Yeah, belly button lint was considered valuable.
It's like gold. I remember the last episode he took like a big ass ball of lint with him. I was like, what the hell is he doing? That's all I remember.
Yeah, I was watching Alf on Internet Archive the other day. Well, it's been a couple weeks back now, but they had like most of the episodes, and I was like, huh, I remember this show being funny, but it's really not. There's like more mature themes in there, and but it's really not a comedy show like you think of when you were a kid. You know, when you're a kid, you laugh at all this stuff, but now you're like, well, that's tame. They couldn't get away with this show now.
I feel like that with a lot of shows from back then, like Family Matters. I couldn't laugh for like 5 episodes. I was like, I used to think this was the funniest show in the world. And I'm just sitting there like, Urkel ain't shit. I hated Urkel. Rewatching it, I was like, I can't stand that nigga. Kid, I loved him. Adult, if I had a neighbor like that, man.
I was wouldn't. A little too old to get Urkel when he was popular. I think it's definitely something that's aimed more at younger kids. And it was on their family night, right?
Yeah.
They had all their family shows. Real quick,
what's his name? God.
I have a couple of these backing up. Snubber, thank you. Calling you Francis is permissible with money, I suppose. Devin Knox, thank you. Hey, Monk, are you that kid's gym partner, or do you need to get back in the pack? I'm not sure I understand that reference. And Dark Resurrect coming through with that feminist $12. I grew up in the age of COD, Modern Warfare 2, and Halo 3 lobbies. If you couldn't take it and throw it back, you'd be roasted alive. That's why words have no effect on me. True. Yeah, we were literally told, sticks and stones. That was the thing. Sticks and stones may break my bones. Words will never hurt me. And now it's like, oh my God, you said that word.
Yeah.
I'm going to cry until next Tuesday.
People are soft. You remember that game, The Dozens?
Oh, God, yeah. That's your mama jokes, guys. I got to translate for the white people, man. Be careful.
They really don't know what The Dozens is, man. That's crazy.
A lot of them don't, yeah, because it is a much older thing for... I learned the term The Dozens actually from George Carlin. He...
Legend.
Play The Dozens, where The Dozens is a game, but The Way I Fucked Your Mother is a goddamn shame. It's the first time I ever heard the term The Dozens.
Okay.
Devin Knox, thank you. Monkey Bone and my gym partner's a monkey.
Oh, it's a movie, Monkey Bone.
Oh, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Oh, never seen it.
I only heard it.
He went to hell. He's a cartoonist. Goes to hell, comes back. It's weird.
Okay.
So,
but yeah, going back to the TV thing, we're all over the place. Donations, you guys please keep donating, buddy. We're all over the place because of that. The Urkel thing, he always annoyed the shit out of me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
You never liked him?
No.
Damn, that had no point.
By that time, the whole over the top nerd thing had been done before.
Okay.
And an over the top black nerd didn't make it new because it was all the same stuff. Now, later on in the series, he kind of becomes a badass nerd where he kicks people's ass and stuff from time to time for reasons I can't explain.
Transforms into Bruce Lee, Stefan. Yeah. It's like getting ridiculous.
But, early on, I hated him. And yeah, so I was never a big...
You mean he's an accident, right?
What's that?
I said, did you know he was like an accident? He wasn't supposed to be on the show like that.
I have no doubt he was an accident.
Yeah, they said that like there was a bunch of like drunk college kids or whatever, like on the set when he came for that one episode. He's supposed to be there, and they just started laughing so crazy that the show writers was like, "Yo, write another scene for him, write another scene," and they kept bringing him back to where whenever he wasn't there, they were like, "Bring back Urkel, bring back Urkel." So they was like, "All right, we got to put him on the show for real now."
Oh yeah, once again, drunks ruined everything.
See, I did like Carl Moore.
Really?
Oh, partially because he's Al from Die Hard.
He wasn't the first one, right?
Yeah. Well, he was in the first two, actually. He was
in part two?
He's very briefly in the second one.
Yeah, he faxes the fingerprints over to him from the airport.
Yep.
Oh, okay. I forgot
Just
about
facts,
that.
man. Yep.
My favorite one is the one with Samuel Jackson.
3 was good, but I wish Al would have been in it again.
Really, even if it was like 2 seconds. Even I with that.
He was part of the especially the first one. He's such a big part of it.
When I first saw Family Matters, I thought it was a spinoff of Die Hard. I'm like, when's something gonna blow up?
Look, I still think it is.
That's crazy.
I still think
it's a spinoff of Perfect Strangers, right?
Urkel, yeah, I think so. Is that where it came from?
I never knew that.
Yeah, Harriet was the lady that worked at the elevator, if I'm not mistaken, who had a cop husband in the building that they worked on.
Okay, Native, thank you. Did Satsu finally start having his own opinions and got replaced? No, Satsu always had his own opinions. Don't listen to that retard over there on Twitter. As Cybertaz, thank you. Time for everyone to curate/remove spicy and political streams. Last month, they nuked Masterson. Last week, Return to the Sis and Mersh Nightwave last night. As Rangelstar says, plan accordingly. Split this 3 ways. Thank you so very much.
Who was that?
That's from S Cybertaz.
Oh, thanks, Cybertaz.
I need to see the reasons given for guys getting nuked, because just being honest here, the guys you named tend to say shit that I'm actually surprised they hadn't gotten in trouble for before. That's not to say it's okay that I agree with it. Just, I mean, when you're kicking the tiger, doesn't matter if the tiger's a shithead to begin with, right?
Well, it just sucks how censorious everything is.
Absolutely.
Like, those guys, I don't think are very often being intentionally dickheads, like trying to hurt somebody, like go get this person. They're just being kind of mean. Yeah. So I think that it's a bit of an overreaction to be like, oh, you can't be here anymore because you're a jerk.
And most of the stuff when I'm saying that, they are clearly joking. You know what I mean? It like making jokes about women or minorities or whatever. It's still clearly fucking jokes. And I do not agree with censoring people over fucking jokes.
Yeah, it's lame. I got a couple things here I got to grab. Thank you, Diane Feinstein's Dusty one. So gross. Ross Perot used to get me wet when he talked about himself in third person.
Oh, no.
Well, Diane, I don't know what to tell you, but gross. And thank you, Keldrick. I would pay to see a spin-off of Al from Die Hard. Speaking of paying, tell Monk to go find the slabs I sent him. Oh, will do. Hey, Monkey.
Who was that from?
Keldrick.
Keldrick. Oh, right there. You know that line the lefties use to criticize the right all the time? When accustomed to privilege, equality feels like oppression. Yeah, I don't think the lefties realize that's what happened to them on Twitter. Oh, 100%. They had free reign, and it's not like they got reined in. It's just everybody else got it too.
Oh, that's horrible discrimination right there. How dare you give other people the same freedoms?
That's funny. So y'all think Twitter is better now?
I absolutely do. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's still not perfect. It's still not amazing, but it is definitely improved. Because I can actually see certain people that were kind of shadow banned before.
Dude, I was suspended for 6 months. I was actually, my account was permanently suspended, and it was 6 months until Elon came back or took it over.
Oh wow!
You know what
So
I
he is
did?
doing some good.
You know what I did? I
What?
called a guy names who had called me one first. He was following me around to different tweets, responding, and I responded back to him, and so I was harassing him.
Yeah, you monster.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
That is 100% true. I've shown it on screen when it happened that, yeah, I was not the aggressor here, but I got busted for it. And I appealed almost every day. I took a couple days off. But yeah, finally when Elon gets it, suddenly I get it back.
Yeah, some of your appeals were pretty funny.
I had a lot of fun with the appeals by the end of it.
Going in.
The first couple of them, I was sincere. Like, okay, I even gave him the tweet, linked it to him, like, look, this is what happened. And they're like, nah, bro. So yeah, I started having fun with it. You know,
roasting them.
I hate that term. If it's permanent, it's not a suspension. I feel you, but that's the term they use. But fuck them. And like Jack said, it's not great yet. You can still get in trouble for some stuff over there that I disagree with. But for the most part, if all you're doing is calling somebody a name or pointing out that somebody born with a vagina is a woman, you're not going to get in trouble for it.
Okay, that's a little bit better.
As Cybertaz, thank you. I'm not a racist. I sometimes use racial humor. I could have said split this and the last one 3/5.
Oh, Jesus.
You could have, yes. But look.
Oh, look. Internet dies.
Oh, snap. I was really looking too, like, what are you looking for? What happened? What were we looking at?
That was
That's
amazing timing.
Motherfucker.
I really froze. I was looking like, oh, he about to kill us. When he coming back with this one?
All I was a racial comment in that I said we had to translate it for white people. That's racial.
I thought you paused for dramatic effect.
No, my internet said fuck you.
That's funny.
Thank you, Cybertaz, for that amazing setup.
Indeed.
That's like watching somebody shoot from like the 3-point line, you know, in one of those stupid contests they have at the basketball games where they pull some dude out of the audience and he sinks it and he doesn't think he sunk it. He like looks away like, damn, that's never going in.
Oh, gotcha.
That's how funny that was to me. Yeah, I made a sports analogy. I'm cool.
Your description still mentions your Twitter ban, just for your information. What the description of the videos?
No, on your Twitter page it says something about you being banned. I don't remember.
No, it doesn't say anything about being banned. It says that Twitter deemed me as potentially dangerous. Potentially abusive. Yeah, and that had nothing to do with the ban. That had to do with a tweet that I sent to Occupy Democrats. I put the tweet in and I got banned from just them. It was a weird thing Twitter was doing for a while where if they decided you'd been too mean to a group for a while that you were potentially abusive and yeah, so I was potentially abusive and while I was still able to tweet it, they wouldn't see it even though I was retweeting them. Potentially abusive. True story. Your stream description says fruit, devil fruit. Okay, I'll have to check it out. I have no idea what that says.
Oh yeah, it does say on social media not currently working because Twitter won't be honest about what happened when I got in an argument.
Fair. Hey, it's still true.
That's funny.
No, I mean, I just double checked, but I think they repealed that because I'm not blocked as potentially stalkerish toward Lauren Chen.
Oh yeah, which you should be.
Call me Lauren.
Word?
Leave that woman alone.
Yo, no, you did not just do the purr noise.
Yeah.
Purr?
She's a saucy little minx, isn't she? Her Savannah Hernandez.
Oh no.
I would wife them up.
You shooting your shot?
I would. I am bad at flirting, so it'd be like, you want to bang? Which is probably why I'm single. But I'd be like, you're pretty. You want to come home with me and let me touch your no-nos?
What if it works though?
I'd be a very, very happy man. Let me tell you.
If
I would brag about it.
No, hang on. If it works, that's not a woman you want.
Oh no. She's just surprised. She's just like so caught up. Like, oh, you
must get a scab.
I'll tell you what, Monkey. I will evaluate that after it happens.
Cryptic, thank you so much for the donation. My wife went to the doctor yesterday and was diagnosed with broken vacuum cleaner syndrome. It means that they make a ton of noise. They just don't suck anymore.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's called marriage.
That's called marriage? What?
Chicks don't suck anymore. Yeah. I got a ring. I don't have to do that anymore. Oh my God. Most of my married friends bitch about that stuff all the time. Like, dude, I don't want to hear about your wife sucking your dick. I got to look that woman in the eyes.
They need
I don't want to be like, that bitch don't suck dick. If they get divorced, I can't hit that.
I would look them in the eye and say that. I would look them right now. Why are you not sucking?
And that's what I'm worried about.
He's the leader of the household. Why you not?
Rumor has it you don't polish the knobs anymore.
Word. The kid's been calling him the headless horseman, man. What's going on? Imagine if they call him the headless horseman, though.
Damn it. Jack, you said if you got divorced, you couldn't hit it. But if they get divorced, they start sucking again.
Maybe. But they're out of practice. So they're going to be bad at it. And then you're going to get a tooth cut in your dick.
There's a reason that their head is right at hand slapping level.
Oh, no.
That's true. But at the same time, like, after their 20s, chicks get this routine where they do it a certain way and they don't change anymore. So when they're with a new person, they don't adapt to the new penis. They just do this routine that they've been doing for 20 years. And it's sad and performative. And it's just lazy. But, it's like watching a bad stage play.
Maybe, and I'm just throwing this out there, they had been doing it on a bent dick. And she's got this new kind of slurp that you never felt before.
That doesn't happen, dude. Chicks, they get lazy.
What?
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
especially if they're over 40. That technique has just gone. It's just like, what you just drooling on it? What are you doing? Like, I'm sorry, this is probably not the conversation Beast Boy wants to be a part of.
We have a birthday song. We have a birthday song. Beast Boy, you don't have to sing, but if you'd like to, please join us. This is for Curtis. Curtis, it's your birthday. This one's for you. And a 1 and a 2. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Curtis.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Curtis. Hope you have a good one. Sorry your birthday song came in the midst of that discussion, because that's just horrible. Happy birthday. Really do hope you have a good one. Yeah, around here things can go off the rails, and yeah, that might have.
I had some caffeine, and I blame older children.
Oh man,
they put me up to it.
I blame you.
Yeah, with all the good that'll do. Yeah, you get blamed for everything I do.
That is absolutely true. Did I tell you I was called transphobic again today by that retard Ufio?
At least they call you a transformer.
Ufio. You'll probably eventually run into him. He gets to everybody eventually. But for some reason, he just loves my nuts, man. He just clings to them.
He does. I think he's got some sort of. Yeah, he's got some sort of weird attraction to monkeys. He's like, I gotta see what monkey's doing right now.
Oh no.
We talked the other topless people at the White House. And the one person that was bitching about is like, they didn't say anything about the men who were topless, except they weren't men. And that's all. I just pointed out that they were post-op trans women. They had vaginas. They just had their boobies cut off. Like, and you say you're not transphobic. No, I'm observant, you fucking retard.
Right.
Sabertans, do you realize crazy times? Comedy is dead. The Three Stooges and all the greats are rolling in their graves, especially Groucho, Chico, Harpo, Gummo, and Zippo Marx. But Karl Marx has a socialist boner in hell. You're not wrong.
Fact.
Number of idiots I've seen recently banging the socialist drum. I mean, that chick that you were talking about earlier, Jack, the one who I'm so poor. One of her book is about what is it? A capitalist society in decline. That's their thing. They like to say, right?
Yeah.
The capitalist society in decline. Bitch is whining that she doesn't make enough money, and then turns around and bitches about.
That sounds crazy. I think he said she was bitching about capitalism. It sounds like she's ass backwards. Maybe if she was more pro-capitalism, she wouldn't be crying about being broke.
100%.
She probably needs somebody to manage her money too, because it sounds like she's really bad at it.
Yeah.
But why are you writing a book on a post-capitalist society and talking about money at all? Is everything going to belong to everybody then? In your little delusionary fantasy land? Where we could all be painters and artists and other nonsense like that. Oh, real fast. Thank you, Tim Pool's fence post. Can you knock him off me and tell him to put on some damn pants? No, Tim Pool doesn't listen to me. I think his beanie covers his ears, so he can't hear me.
No.
Yeah, Tim Pool, I don't think would get along with me very well. Plus, I think he looks like he would have stink lines if we were in a Peanuts strip. I think he'd be Pigpen. He looks smelly.
He does. Thank you, Cass One. Not going to read that one, but yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yo, he looks smelly.
He does. Dude looks like he wakes up in a pile of garbage every day.
That's crazy.
He looks like the dirty kid. Like, you know, when you were in elementary school and you saw the one kid in class, didn't matter what his money and his parents made for a living, he was stinky. And you just looked at him and you're like, he looks smelly. And he was smelly. That's what Tim Pool looks like to me. I'm sorry. I know it's harsh, but I can't get past that. I think it's because that beanie looks like he never washes it. But, and he always has like the same gray shirt with like black sleeves or whatever every time I see him. So I'm always like, man, that dude, he must stink. So, sorry. Being a little brutal today.
Yo,
Frosty
that's
said he smells like garbage or pot. Why not both?
Yeah, it's like stoner Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah. Wait, we can't do that to stoners.
No, but
pot stinks, man.
There's always one guy that just buys skunk weed and ruins it for everyone else.
I was gonna say it depends on the type that you get. Like the type that I be getting smells actually pretty pleasant.
Yeah,
compared to other pots, sure.
Yeah,
they probably smoking some trash. Well, yeah. Okay, yeah. Compared to roses, it smells like pot.
Exactly. Oh man, it's still so funny. Anytime we're wandering around, my wife be like, "It smells like skunk out here." I'm like, that's not what you're smelling, sweetheart.
That's funny.
My wife is very naive. She grew up very sheltered. So yeah, skunk is what she smells like.
That smells like burning rope. No, that's marijuana.
Yep.
I'm like, go along, honey. I'm gonna go find the smell real quick.
I will
get to the bottom of this. Let me get my lighter with me. See if I can find this.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this, kids. Now you move along.
Word. Put it in my pocket.
Oh.
Real quick. Thank you, fully functioning nuts. So the whistleblower who exposed the Biden bribery scheme has been found dead. But no dictator here. Move along. Yep. Comrade, it's best you don't look too closely at things. You may see something.
Don't ask questions.
I found something new about that guy recently. I was reacting to a Thomas Sowell video and found out that he lied about doing like something in civil rights. Like he was saying that he was
Biden?
doing it, then he didn't. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Biden tried to claim that he was like marching with civil rights folks, and he fucking wasn't. He was
Why lie
living
about
his
that?
because he wants the street cred. He wants to be. Look, this dumb motherfucker went to Puerto Rico and said he grew up with Puerto Rican political values.
In Scranton.
I thought he grew up with black values in the black church.
No, he changes his fucking mind no matter where he's at because he wants that. See, I'm just like you. Did you see him in that black church?
Crazy, yeah.
Did he look like he belonged there? And I'm not talking about his white skin. No.
No.
I'm talking about his behavior.
No, he didn't.
He looked scared. Like they're all singing.
Loud noises. Mr. Magoo is confused.
See, no one went to school at a black church. Like what?
Yeah.
For real? That was funny.
Lying bitch. He also claimed that this black family moved in. This was still in Scranton, right? This black family moved in, and there were people out there being racist. So he went and sat on their porch with them to show.
He lying
Piece of shit.
Yeah. Let's be honest. If somebody just comes over and starts hanging out on your porch, you could be like, "Who are you? Please leave."
Right. I'm kicking them off. I don't care.
Go away. Oh, check your Streamlabs, Beast Boy.
Why are you doing that? S Cybertest, thank you. Looks like Rumble Bullspit Rumble Rant Bug is fletching donations. Just split those and this equally. Not worried about money. Got a new job next week. Oh, cool. Good to hear you got a new job, man. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, S Cybertest, and congratulations on the job, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kedge, not sure how to pronounce this. I might mess this up. Keldrig?
Yeah.
Keldrig. All right, I'm hot, man. I can't blame you. I said, careful, guys. You're breaking your guest's brain. Yeah. I couldn't even read the name with my high eyes. Cryptic said that one awkward moment you have to go ask your Chinese neighbor. I'm not finishing that. Yo, that's crazy. That's funny as hell, but I'm not finishing that. You ain't about to get me canceled for the.
We'll make him read it to us off screen. Look, with Cryptic, sometimes we have to. We're not reading that.
Yeah, you gotta screen the Cryptic ones.
And Shio. If you get one from Shio Garath, what other names do you use, Shio? He occasionally gets us where you gotta like, ooh, no. Always read in advance.
They're always funny. They're just not YouTube approved.
Word.
Yeah, because YouTube's a bunch of sensitive bitches.
That's a funny joke, though. This is edgy as hell.
Yeah, we have an awesome audience. Real quick, thank you, Frosted Glass. Tim Pool looks like the dorky little brother, the drug dealer who beats up Denny in The Room. Oh dear God, you're not wrong.
Yo, he do.
Thank you again, Tim Pool's fence post. How many black people does it take to start a riot? -1. That's probably pretty borderline, but I was gonna ask, does that involve a subway or?
Oh
snap! And thank you, Rodline. For a night with Lauren Chen, you would be a gimp for Nancy Pelosi, Mazie Hirono, and Kamala. Would I be a gimp? It depends on the gimp tax required. But
for how much?
I would say for a night with Savannah Hernandez, yes. But for a night with Lauren Chen, probably, because she's got a few negatives. She's married, she's got a kid, so but she is still pretty tight looking. So yeah, I don't know. She's never coming on this show again since Monkey got me as a host. Never. She's never going to talk to you again.
Satsu says, Beast Boy, welcome being the black guy on the stream. Satsu, you have a link if you want to come hang out.
Oh, that wasn't he said -1.
-1. That's a George Floyd joke for those of you who did not get it.
Oh man, I didn't know it was going there.
Or no, it can't be a Jacob Blake because he didn't die, right?
No, but what about that dude on the subway? The Michael Jackson impersonator that was harassing everybody?
Jordan Neely.
Yeah.
There weren't too many riots there, right?
No, but
no, they tried.
They did try.
They just can't get it together. I guess riot season's been really disappointing lately. I mean, we had really good riots in 2020, but they've been slacking a lot lately.
Wait till this next year. Next year's election year, so we'll have a bunch more.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like any little thing sets off a riot. They got to save their money to organize all this stuff so they could have the bricks delivered for Antifa to throw.
You know, that was my favorite part. Well, one of my favorite parts of that is the actual pallets of bricks that were
Just
dropped at certain corners in different parts of the cities.
Yeah,
I did see that. I noticed. I saw a video of someone doing that.
Yeah. The San Diego riot is my absolute favorite of those because there was a riot in San Diego because this guy got killed. And they get everything ready and like, oh, he's not dead. And so I'm like, oh. And it just kind of petered out that night. It was wonderful. One of the greatest riots I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
They stopped midway.
Yeah, they absolutely did.
They just went home like, all right, guess we're going to go home, guys.
We'll wait and see if he dies.
Well, I think
Falls
that really
along.
it confused a few of those people that were there, like especially like the upper middle class white kids. Like,
oh yeah,
do we keep going or
wait.
we need a committee meeting?
Let's be clear about the crowd that was rioting. They were all upper middle class white kids.
Oh yeah,
this is San Diego, and they couldn't even find any Mexicans. How the fuck you manage that?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's wild as hell.
What's your favorite non-lethal? Those tear gas cans that they were hitting people in the nuts with.
Oh, the
Wait,
pepper
what?
balls. The pepper balls, man.
Yeah, the pepper balls were great because they'd shoot them at the ground and they'd jump up. You know, because they have to aim at the ground. You can't aim at people. But the one dude got hit in the nuts with it.
Several people did.
Yeah, but there was one guy that got hit in the nuts with a canister, one of the round canisters from the tear gas.
Yeah,
rounds.
that one didn't even bounce off the ground. That one was straight in his crotch.
Yeah, and he had it coming, so I didn't feel bad.
That
for him.
sounds crazy.
Oh, can you imagine how much your nuts are gonna swell up from that? Like that's a sensitive area.
If they heal at all.
Yeah,
we spent the summer of 2020 about 5 months every night watching this riot shit.
Oh,
and
it was great.
From the time it was the actual riot part would start as it became dark outside until the police would clear them out.
Well, yikes. That's intense.
Yeah.
And y'all was seeing that happen? People was getting hit in certain areas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. There were a lot of live streamers at that time that were in the crowd filming, so you could see it live. You didn't have to wait for the clips to pop up like you do now. They eventually chased most of those people off or told them to knock it off. But, man, it was great watching that stuff live. Even though occasionally somebody just wander off and be, like, talking to somebody for 20 minutes and they're filming the whole thing for some reason. Like, get in there and do something, you pussy.
Wow.
It's kind of nice having Beast on for many reasons, but I can tell when my internet cuts out immediately because his video stops. So instead of keeping on with my rant until Jack goes, wait, we missed you for most of that, I know to stop talking for a moment.
Because it just freezes real quick.
Indeed. What's up, Nuts? How you doing,
You have
sweetie?
to start randomly not moving Beast Boys.
Right.
Just to mess with them real quick.
Now, see, the screen actually goes black and there's a little loading screen that pops up in his video. So you can't even...
damn.
Nice try.
I would have tried to catch him.
He could mess with you so bad.
Mid-sentence, I was about to just stop. Mid-sentence, catch him.
Oh, no, I do miss those riot streams, man. Those were a lot of fun. So many dummies.
The people filming them were complete fucking idiots, too. And it was great listening to them talk because they're dumb. And they'd say the dumbest, most unrealistic shit. Like, oh, man, they're probably in there, like, planning something. Oh, my God. And the one chick got arrested like 3 times, Arix. She was one of my favorites. Oh, man, it was great.
She's a favorite?
Yeah,
she's
Arix. She's so stupid. She'd antagonize, like, I'm a reporter. And then you'd see her throwing something at a cop. Like, you're not a reporter, you stupid bitch. You're a rioter. Don't try and dress it up. You can't arrest me. I'm press. Press.
That was the cops' fault. Because remember, there was a time where they popped out and they're like, okay, if it says press, we won't arrest them. So everybody
said that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they tell people that?
Because they were retarded.
Yeah.
And so all of them put press on their fucking backs and on their helmets.
Wow.
Can we just point out the appropriateness of Antifa wearing helmets?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, they needed them, but yeah, okay, if you're a real person from the press, you did not take a marker and write the word press in shitty handwriting on your helmet. You have something probably stenciled and an ID tag from a legitimate place, with like an official logo or something, not just like, I'm totally pressed, yay!
And cops is getting caught with this?
They had to dance a fine line.
Yep.
That's hilarious. And these are like cops from Scooby-Doo?
Pretty much. It was like Keystone Cops half the time.
It depends. Real quick, let me get this. Cryptic, thank you. What do you call a fat Mexican Jedi? Obese Wan Kenobi.
That was a good one.
It depends on which, because we were watching most of the rioting in Portland. And in Portland, you had the city, which pretty much neutered their police department. And then you had the federal officers because they were attacking a federal building. Those guys, those guys were a lot less willing to put up with their shit. But at one point where they were just letting them do whatever the fuck they wanted to.
Yeah, it was disgusting too, because like the cops would form up and start marching down the street, fire some tear gas, and the next day their city council would be like, "Look at these guys, they're jackbooted thugs. They're dispersing a riot."
Yeah.
And you're calling them thugs. So they started hamstringing them. They started taking away things they could do. They couldn't carry truncheons or shields anymore. They couldn't form up like that until it was officially declared a riot by somebody higher up. It became ludicrous. What? Yeah, it was ridiculous.
By that time, so much stuff would probably happen.
Oh God, yeah. They were trying to start fires every night. The way the Portland thing even started to be in that location is they broke into the courthouse and were trying to set it on fire.
Yikes.
Yeah,
twice.
And then there was later on when the federal cops were there, they tried to storm it once, and then that's when they put up the fencing, like the good fencing.
Boarded up all of the windows and everything on the bottom floor. Yeah.
And they were still throwing like Molotov cocktails over the fence and trying to start fires.
Tons of fireworks.
Yeah.
Frosted Glass, thank you. The Chaz Garden that was meant for only people of color was classic. Democrats never miss an opportunity to make black folks pick their crops. Wow.
That's funny.
That's kind of accurate, actually.
Except there was no way that garden was ever going to grow.
No, those people are fucking dumb. In a real survival situation, I'm pretty sure all of Portland is going to die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They're screwed.
Yeah.
Like, if their power went out for like 3 days, I bet there'll be bodies stacked in the street in Portland. It'll be like the homeless surviving. They're the only ones. Bunch of fentanyl junkies like, we got to get some bodies out of the house. Hang on.
All right. I want to bring this up just because it's funny. Sorry to switch topics so quickly like that, but to do a little bit of a normal show. The Denver Nuggets mascot makes 3 times more than the highest paid WNBA player.
Well, to be fair, I don't watch sports, and I've seen the Denver Nuggets mascot, so
sound good to me.
The Denver Nuggets mascot $625K a year, while the highest paid salary for WNBA players $231,000. Well, more people will see the mascot in one game than will see that player in the entire season of the WNBA.
Yeah, 'cause nobody goes to the WNBA because they suck.
Cullen says because he can dunk.
That's funny.
And true. You know, in the NBA, it is never a big deal. You never see so-and-so dunked because it's that normal. It is a headline when somebody in the WNBA can dunk.
Because they trash.
Yeah.
Like, let's do another layup. Good job.
Yay.
And they could at least work and do like Kareem did, because Kareem used to dunk all over people like, oh, it's too easy for him. So he started shooting 3-pointers. They don't even do that. Probably because you have to throw the ball a little further.
No, look, if you want the WNBA to be a thing, you need to get better looking women and have random pillow fights break out. People will go see that shit.
I was with you the first half.
If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it like the lingerie football league.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seriously.
Otherwise, you just have a bunch of manly looking chicks half trotting around doing nothing. The rules aren't even the same.
Who can't play as well as the men. When I go,
of course not. They're women.
When I go to see a sporting event, I tend to want to see the best of the best. I don't want to go see, well, we let them play too, which is what it is.
yeah.
I mean, we just saw this with the soccer thing the other day. The women's national soccer team, who've won the world title before, the World Cup in the women's. Oh, we're so strong. We deserve all this money. They went and played against Wrexham and got beat 12-0. The only reason it wasn't a higher score is because at 12 they stopped the game.
That was just embarrassing.
Wow.
They got the shit kicked out of them. And Wrexham isn't even a top tier team.
No, they're really
just
low.
that trash.
Cryptic, right? Thank you. Rocky is a trained acrobat. I've seen him in real life. He almost died a few times doing real stunts. He deserved to be paid that much. I don't have a problem with the Denver Nuggets mascot being paid that much. I think the highest paid WNBA player is probably overpaid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's facts.
You ever seen the arenas?
I went to one of the games.
And how many other people were there?
I was the only one. I went in the nosebleed section. It was me and 2 friends. And eventually I noticed that we was the only ones. And I went to like the front. I was on the court and no one said nothing to us. I was like, what they going to say? They just happy we here.
No, they're going to say, thank you for coming.
Right.
Hey, Beast Boy, check your Streamlabs.
Gotcha. You know how the game, they'll come out and like shoot t-shirts and stuff. They just gave him like 60.
Just passed it to us.
There you go. You can have all of them.
Yeah, just tag them. That's funny.
They're all women's sizes too.
That's true. Yeah, that's the bad part.
It's Comrade Kitty and Mother Russia cops riot you. That's crazy.
That's also true.
Yeah.
He said S Cyber just don't look into Joe Biden and Hillary Clinton close connection to grand. So can I even? Nah, I ain't gonna say just in case. I don't play with Hillary Clinton. You trying to give me 86?
Right.
She's terrifying. I'm terrified of Hillary. Dear friend, nope, not even gonna read the rest of that. But thank you. I appreciate the support. And Kamala Harris, really for real, Kamala? When I was little, Biden sniffed my hair as I yelled freedom at the marches. Just ignore my family owned slaves, though. Oh wow.
That's true.
Family owned slaves?
Yes.
I believe it.
Kamala's family owned slaves in Jamaica.
In Jamaica?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's her dad's from Jamaica.
Yep.
Damn.
So yeah, she comes from a family of slave owners. I don't even come from a family of slave owners, and I'm the whitest person I know.
My family was pretty poor. We're lucky we weren't slaves.
My family's still poor.
Wow.
Oh man. But the thing he was talking about with Hillary and Biden, that's Robert Byrd. He was a senator, the last known senator to have been in the Klan, Democrat, of course. And they both had really, really nice things to say about that man when he died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Joe Biden,
so that's like public info. All right.
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
I ain't know. I'm terrified of Hillary, man. I didn't know what I could say. Hillary is dangerous.
Look,
she's
my health is so bad, I ain't scared of shit.
She's like Voldemort, dude. You say her name and she might be like, hi.
That's crazy. One people gonna look at her like, bitch, please. Finish smoking.
I will shoot myself in the back of the head twice. That's how badass I am.
That's hilarious.
When it comes to the women athletes, I don't have a problem with women playing sports and stuff. But there's a reason you don't make as much as men. And it all comes down to ability. Sorry.
Right. Only thing I think that's an exception is maybe mixed martial arts.
I think they would the women would get their asses kicked if they fought guys. You'll notice that the mixed martial arts, when it's the women, they're always in. It's never a full card of just women.
True. That is true. Unless you're talking to Invicta.
And
Maybe.
very few, I should say. Cass one, thank you. My family's from the Rockies and the Ozark Mountains. Only thing we had is the government stepping on or forgetting us. Fair enough.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
Speaking of which, SCOTUS came down with an interesting decision today.
Oh, is that about the native kids?
Yeah, they upheld a law that makes it so the tribes get to decide whether or not you can adopt their children. A white family had adopted a little Indian boy. I forget what the parent breakdown. I know the dad was Cherokee. I forget what the mom was. Mom is a loser, and so this family, they got kid through foster care, adopted him, and then mom had another baby that she was giving up again, a little girl this time, and they were like, "We'll adopt him, or we'll adopt her, and she'll grow up with her brother." Okay. And instead, they're like, "No, she's got to go to the great aunt because she lives on the reservation." So basically, SCOTUS came out today and said that you can discriminate in adoption based on race.
Wow.
And a shit ton of Democrats are out there going, yeah, including Elizabeth Warren. That fucking bitch should never talk about anything Indian related ever. How fucking dare you? The balls on that bitch.
Yeah, that's insane.
Well,
so even if the family has resources, like more resources to take care of the child, they don't care about that.
Nope. The tribe can just say, no, it's our kid. We'll put it where it goes.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nasty.
And yeah, SCOTUS agreed with it in a 7-2 decision. Only Thomas and Alito disagreed with it. Even though Kavanaugh's bitch ass, he disagreed with it while still agreeing with it. Mr. Kavanaugh, I was with you on getting nominated, but you've turned out to be quite the cunt.
I've heard he likes beer.
I've heard he likes beer. I still think you got screwed in the nomination process and stuff, but God, you are such a Weasley little cunt. How the fuck are you going to come out and say, I can see how this could look racist and still do it? You know what I mean?
That sounds wild.
But it's because of the way Indians have been treated in the past. Welcome to the fucking present. It's 2023. I thought we were past this shit.
No.
Right.
No, we're not.
No. So, and I was told, and tell me if I'm wrong in my thinking here. I was told that the reason for this, you see, is to keep the tribes, for lack of a better word, healthy. To keep them,
Oh, I thought you was gonna say a P word.
Growing.
Okay, so it was the P word. It was the P word.
Basically the P word, yeah. How is this not the same stupid shit as the white replacement theory crap?
It is.
Because this is red replacement theory.
And that's a real thing we have to worry about?
Apparently. I don't know.
You change this in any other way and it becomes the most racist shit ever that everybody would agree is racist.
Big facts.
But since it was this, it's like, it's fine. It's fine.
That's dumb. That's dumb as hell. And it's unfortunate for those kids.
It really is. It really is. Because now what they decided in the original case was that the family that got him, they were a white family. The white family that got the son could have the daughter all through the school year, but their summers would have to be spent with the great aunt at the reservation. And the family sued, going, no, this is bullshit. We should get her full time. And the tribe sued, saying, no, we should get her full time. Without even any idea whether or not the great aunt could take care of the kid.
Yeah, and statistically, she's probably going to be poorer than the other family. Which,
Hey,
you know, why does anyone consider the betterment of the child? Silly me. What am I saying?
Good question. Yeah.
I don't know why that's not an option or even a thought.
Yeah. Why does the great aunt want this kid anyways? How much of a connection do you have to this child?
Do they want him?
I have no idea.
The family could just be pawning them off. Like, nah, come on, give it to them.
Yeah, you know, well, there might be some like free money in it. You know, you get those government checks. Possibly. But I don't know. I just think this is. I didn't hear anyone talking to the great aunt about this. Like, what do you think is best for this child?
Right.
Because honestly, you know, I don't think anyone in my family, and obviously this is anecdotal, would say, look, I don't even know this kid. Put her with her brother in this family that's got a loving structure and is going to take care of her.
Right.
Over, like, come live in my trailer or whatever. Because it doesn't sound like this great aunt is somebody of means.
Right.
Thank you, understatement. I mean, I kind of get it. It's like France being able to take a French child back if it's in America, just trying to make sense of it. Also, early monkey has hell frozen. Now we do it occasionally early. I'm having trouble with the international thing there. I get what you're going for, but I mean, this is literally coming down to their culture. We have to preserve culture for these kids. Now imagine that if, let's say, Beast Boy decides to adopt one of my children.
Cut out right when you said that. And new Beast Boy wasn't prepared for that, man.
Trying to pawn off my child, not trying to pawn him off. But if Beast Boy's like, I'm going to adopt his kids, and Nick Fuentes comes out and goes, wait.
That would be crazy. And they give Nick Fuentes custody, like, well, he's right. Culture-wise. That would be insane.
That's a terrifying thought.
Yeah, nah, that would be wild.
Son of a bitch. Be wild. It did it to me again. But yeah, if Fuentes comes out and goes, no, we got to preserve that white kid's heritage, his culture. Can't have him with that dark-skinned guy. You'll probably grow up listening to Nick liked hip hop.
Listening to pop from the 90s and 2000s. Yeah, there you go. And watching a bunch of anime and comic books and stuff.
Listen to culture other than Kanye.
I listen to mad people. You say he only listens to Ye?
Look, he says he's a fan of rap, but the only person I've ever heard him mention is Ye.
He ain't a fan of rap. Hey, mind you, Ye is one of my favorite rappers. But you got to have more of
to Kanye at all.
You got to have a resume of what you listen to besides Ye. No one from before that. No one from the 90s, 2000s. Nothing.
What about the
Wu-Tang?
Wu-Tang is for the children.
You said Wu-Tang for the children?
Yeah, I did.
That was funny.
Rodline says, why do you think Beast Boy wants your kids? Because you're a monkey. Oh my God, you're so racist. No. God damn it.
You don't think these analogies through.
I don't. I should have said Jack has a kid because, that one. I'm going to have to change. I got to stop being a monkey because I'm accidentally racist way too often with this thing.
Yeah, you should have said, hypothetically, if Hunter Avalone had some children.
Hey, I heard he did try to pawn him off a few times.
Probably.
Anyhow, let's move along, shall we? Pretend none of the last 5 minutes happened. What else is going on in the world today? Don't care about that. Oh, this one was just kind of funny to me. Oh, hang on. Got a donation over here real fast. Doc, thank you so much I'm all about preserving Native American culture and community. But if I'm understanding this correctly, if the great aunt was able to provide proper care, why didn't she seek adoption? Well, if she's able to provide that care, why didn't she seek the son?
Right.
It was only an issue once it was the daughter, which is kind of telling.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at. Like, it's pretty obvious that there's something else going on here. You know, maybe this great aunt wants a little bit of that sweet SNAP money, or but why didn't she go after the custody of the boy when it was available?
Right.
Why didn't they do this
That's
then?
facts.
So if this couple is taking good care of the boy, why not let him be raised with his sister?
Yeah.
So
is she trying to get custody of the boy now?
No, I don't think so.
So she still don't want custody of the boy.
Not that I'm aware of.
Wow.
Although with this ruling, they can come in and go, no, he's ours.
Horrible. That's
I
like
don't think we should be able to retroactively do that.
What was that Halle Berry movie that had something similar like this happening? Was it Losing Isaiah? Raising Isaiah?
Yes, Losing Isaiah. Or was it Raising Isaiah? Now I don't know. I think it's Losing Isaiah, but don't quote me.
Something with Isaiah, where she just came out of nowhere and tried to take the kid back from a good home.
Yeah, that's horrific. That tells you that person has bad intentions. The kid's being raised in a good home. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Should be what's best for the kid.
Yeah.
It's really messed up.
I'm going to kick Elon Musk in the nads.
Why?
Because I keep getting cut off. God damn it.
Well, you wouldn't be able to then, would you? You'd be like, I'm going to keep... And then it'd go dead for like half a minute.
It'd be funny if he's at his house, like pressing a button, watching it. Right?
That'd be hilarious. Dressed it like Dr. Evil.
Word, it's in there. Pressing the button on him. You said raising that. I don't think that's the name of it, is it?
That did happen in Raising Arizona, but that's not the movie they're referencing.
It might be Raising Isaiah.
That's a Nick Cage movie.
Losing Isaiah. Yes, Losing Isaiah. 1995. Samuel L. Jackson, Halle Berry, Jessica Lange, Cuban Gooding. Who the hell was he?
I don't think I've seen that movie.
Apparently the Nads joke was too far because I got cut off a long time that time.
That's what you get.
That's beast.
As Cybertaz, thank you. SCOTUS believed the ant's tale of tears. Wow.
Oh, dude.
Doc, thank you. The accidental racist monkey 10 out of 10 would donate again, giving Polydub a run for his money. Pleading the fifth dimension, thank you so much. The lesbian divorced her paralyzed wife for the same reason. She weighed 800 pounds. She refused to eat a vegetable.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
dear God.
Crazy.
That's fucked up. That's funny.
It was.
It's a little fucked up, but it's funny. All right, I just want to bring this lady up because it made me laugh. Because welcome to the party, lady. Do people stop being progressive and liberal the moment they say they don't believe in trans ideology? Is that all it takes to become a Nazi/fascist? Fascist, sorry. Voted left all my life. Now, according to trans law, I'm a Nazi. Yeah, welcome to the party, pal.
They told the truth.
Yeah, I got called this because I said that the feminist bullshit of the third wave feminist was nonsense. Yeah,
that's facts, though. That you said. That was straight facts. And they was mad about that.
And it's the way things have been going for a while. That leftist ideology. If you do not toe that line 100%, then you're a fucking Nazi. I don't even know what to tell you. I mean,
that's crazy.
Is what it is.
It's a snake eating his tail.
Exactly. Look at, and I know I've used this example so many times, guys, but look at what they've done to J.K. Rowling. This woman is 100% lefty until she comes out and says that she believes in biological sex.
Damn.
That's
and
what
it was like, nah.
Yeah, exactly. She agreed with a woman who wrote this thing about biological sex, that biological women are women, and it's a real thing. And she said, I support this woman, because that woman ended up getting fired over that. And that led to, oh my God, we have to boycott everything she ever does.
That's crazy. She made Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna remove Harry Potter?
Oh, dude. What was that story we read the other day? Like, I don't know how to deal with the fact that my child likes Harry Potter.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
People are so fucking stupid now. It's shocking sometimes. I mean, I'm jaded, and every now and then you're like, your kid likes Harry Potter and you're having an issue. Shut up. Get a real problem. Oh, my life is so complicated. My son likes Harry Potter and it makes me have feelings. Get away.
Thank you, Comrade Kitty. The newest wave of feminism has 5 o'clock shadow. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. And hairier chests.
Much hairier.
Your
balls as well.
Oh, yeah. True. Thank you, Doc. What did the horse say when he tripped and fell? Help! I can't giddy up.
My uncle used to have a shirt with a pony on its side that said that, help, I've fallen, I can't get up. He wore it to a family reunion, and this is something you have to know about my family. All of my uncles laugh like this, and I'm not kidding.
Like they DJing?
Yes. And every guy, they'd see it, and they would all bust out laughing. They kept doing it over and over through this whole family reunion. One of them would point to it and start laughing, and it would set off the nerd alarm. I love them all. Don't get me wrong. God.
Like Revenge of the Nerds?
Yes.
That was my shit.
I love Revenge of the Nerds. Such a fun movie. It's
I heard
a
they
movie
remaking it
these days. Because he faked it. Anyway, she liked it. Yarkoon, thank you. Hey, Monk, it's been a hell of a year. I went from an unhappy alone guy to a happily married man with a whole family. Wanted to thank you for helping me through it all and tell you it was my birthday. Well, Yarkoon, one, I'm so glad to hear that you've had a great year. But two, this is for you. And a one and a two. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yarkoon. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, sir. Hope you have a good one. Really, really do. And yeah, I'm glad to hear that your year's picked up. You got married in a year? That is quick, my friend. That's monkey quick.
I don't know.
Hey, man, I believe in true love and stuff. So I believe.
Oh, you do?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's how you lose half your stuff.
I ain't losing. If my wife was going to leave me, she'd have left me
a long time ago.
Dude, I'm all crippled and shit. She ain't got no reason to stay except love.
That's funny.
Fuckles Nuck. Okay. Thank you so much. Evening, Monk. First time getting your show live this year. Get a cola on me. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Will do. Yeah. Oh my God, they're calling me a Nazi. Welcome. Welcome. That's what they've been doing to people.
Yeah, and these wokies are crazy.
Yeah. The words are losing meaning, you know, Nazi, fascist. That they're gonna have to come up with a new one. I'm curious what that'll be.
Stop being a dick.
That's what it's gonna be. That's gonna be a crazy word right there. That's what it's gonna. They're gonna figure out something.
They're gonna have to start making up words soon. They're gonna run out of like insults.
Either that or take something that's not bad and then turn it into something that's bad.
Yeah, like you're a Charlie Brown. Ugh.
Like what? How's that horrible? Well, you don't know. And when they invented it, the episode, what they really did, I'm like, come on, my man. Like, how you ruining Charlie Brown for me, son? Come on, y'all trying to ruin everything. Then they cancel Dr. Seuss. He get canceled.
Yeah, they'll destroy everything.
How you gonna cancel Green Eggs and Ham though? You just gonna forget about green eggs and ham?
They were victimizing the chickens by stealing their children. See,
that's crazy.
Wait! Don't forget those chickens probably got raped. Frosted Glass, thank you. True. Getting married in a year is monkey quick. Monk, true story.
Oh no.
Oh, you've never argued with a vegan?
Nah.
That's a real argument they make. Cows and chickens get raped, man. That's a true story.
For real?
For real.
Wow.
I wish I was making that shit up.
I'll never argue with a vegan. That'd be crazy.
Oh, dear God. Thank you, George Floydinov. I've been spotted distributing counterfeit 1,000 ruble notes to disrupt the Russian economy. I'm known as the breath of leave.
Wow.
Jesus. Thank you, George Floydinov.
That's funny.
All right, Beast, it's your turn. What you been working on these days?
Oh, man, just a bunch of videos. I got like 1,000 different channels. So I have like a documentary. I'm working on a Patrice O'Neal documentary. I'm taking like my sweet time with that. Yeah, like he's one of my favorite comedians like of all time. But that's like a personal one. Most of my documentary videos that I'm working on now are going to be like extremely personal type of stuff. The way even if it's about something else, it's more so things that I'm like really passionate about. And I'm extremely passionate about the Patrice O'Neal story, man. I think that it's like I think that I've walked in the same footsteps that he has, and I have like a certain decision to make in my career to where if I'm going to go his route or am I going to go where he couldn't go, right? And then that's just like a scary thing to think of when it comes to like being honest and then thinking about comedy and society and would Patrice O'Neal, if he was alive right now, would he be able to go hard with comedy? Would his podcast be number one or will he still get canceled and things of that nature? So I want to dive like deep and really do like a lot of stuff. I've read his wife or the person he was going to marry's book that they wrote about how they would pretty much train how to be a good submissive woman. I thought that was an amazing read. I think that more women should read that book. Men should read it too as well, but women should read that book. So I'm gonna dive super deep into that and then just do a plethora of reactions and also probably by the end of the year get more into my stand-up and then start doing that as well.
Nice. I just rewatched Patrice's one stand-up, the one where he talks about missing white ladies. That's one of my favorite bits ever.
Was that the elephant in the room?
Elephant in the room. Thank you. Yes. I just rewatched it like 3 or 4 days ago. And Patrice was a weird guy at the time in that he was almost canceled without being canceled. He was never really accepted the way that, as funny as that guy is, he should have been fucking huge.
Facts. This is honesty.
He had a problem with keeping his mouth shut.
Mm-hmm. Like there was one documentary.
Let me get this real quick. Cybertaz, thank you. Do your part. Join Adonis Paul and the F people in their fight against the rainbow grooming bugs. I love AP. His shit is funny as hell. Absolutely check him out. But anyway, you were saying.
I was watching one of his documentaries that came out. I think Comedy Central put it out. And there was one segment where like his friend showed a clip from them inviting him on the show. And they had a segment on that show years ago where it was like, this is why Patrice's career is in the graveyard. And they gave a whole segment where they walked throughout the set and was like, all right, so let's tell them about your trip last week in Hollywood, Patrice. And he tells them everything happens and it's him not keeping his mouth shut and just being too real. And then they was like, all right, so let's go to the next set. Like, what about when you was on The Office last year? Tell them what you said to the director. And then he starts going off like, why are you so fucking happy in the morning? You two didn't. He's like, see, now let's go to the next opportunity you messed up. And it was like, what the fuck? That shit it hit me hard as hell. Like, damn. So it was really that this guy had all the talent in the world, but because he couldn't turn off like being him or being honest, it messed up a lot of opportunities for him. And that's like the trajectory that I'm running in because I'm not going to not be honest for nobody. Right. So like it's a learning thing, the experience of me just going through that and putting that out and doing the research.
And I hear you. But this is what I try to tell my son because I have that same issue of keeping my mouth shut. And I can point to things where that set me back. There's times you don't have to necessarily not be honest, but sometimes it is okay to keep your mouth shut. And this is a Okay,
What?
you are moving. Well, sometimes he's still for just a second before it cuts out on me, and he's just sitting still. So I was just just making sure.
It was working.
This is kind of a pot calling the kettle black kind of situation where I have struggled with that my whole life. Even here on YouTube, there are opportunities that I've lost because I will not shut my fucking mouth when I think somebody's wrong.
Right.
And sometimes it's best to let some things go.
That's facts. It seems like that. At least from what in my experience, I'm experiencing the same thing. I've been on YouTube for what, 3 years, and I've noticed that a lot of people hate me, like for real, especially the bigger content creators, because when I was up and coming, I refused to ride the wave, and if I saw something nasty, I would call it out. And then, like years later, I would be right, but then no one would give a fuck. Right? No one would get. It'll be a few people that come back like, "Hey, man, remember when you made that video 3 years ago? Yeah, you was right." But the majority of people don't care because these bigger creators will like delete the videos and just sweep that shit under the rug, and no one even calls it out, right?
Let me give you a little pro tip, Beast Boy. If you want to say whatever you really think, you got to find yourself somebody that's controversial, be on their podcast, and then they get blamed for whatever you say.
I'm about to go crazy right now. Look, right? This is what I really want to say.
It hasn't hurt my career at all, mostly because I don't have one. But Monkey gets blamed for shit I say constantly. It's amazing.
No. That's not good, man.
I highly recommend it. It's a great way of doing things. It doesn't matter if you don't sound the same, you have completely different avatars, and you very clearly are your own person. No, he will get blamed for it, and you could just ride into the sunset.
Well, in fairness, Jack, I get blamed for shit nobody ever said.
Yeah. Well, I like to think that's like a side effect of my aura of distraction. So sometimes you're gonna pull in some missiles from somebody else too. I don't know.
Jack,
it's just amazing how you do that.
How familiar are you with Patrice O'Neal?
I have only a passing familiarity. Like several of the audience have said, I didn't hear about him until after he died.
Elephant in the Room is one of the best stand-up specials ever, hands down. I would put it up there. It's not as polished as something like Raw, but it is just as funny.
Yeah, I had only seen short clips of him on like compilation videos and stuff like that, and they were all tame stuff.
But yeah, he's absolutely somebody who deserved a bigger career if you're just judging it on how funny he was.
Yeah, he's way funnier than like Louis C.K.
Yeah, I would say so. I would say so.
But one of the people he got into it with on his way up was Louis C.K.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's like high school with these comedians.
It absolutely is.
Yeah, a lot of people hated him
because he wouldn't keep his mouth shut.
Right.
Like, he used to be on Opie and Anthony all the time, and a lot of the times he ripping on people that were at the time coming up, and these are your celebrity de jours, and you just don't do that, especially if you're trying to get like say a special on Comedy Central, and they've just signed a big ass deal with Anthony Jeselnik or Amy Schumer, whichever one of these assholes were coming up at the time, and you go on Opie and Anthony and you're like, yeah, they're not funny at all. I don't think they're funny at all.
Well, Amy Schumer's not funny.
He was being honest. He was being honest.
He was, but again, it's what cost him so much in his career. It sucks because he deserves so much. For me,
that's scary.
That's
terrifying.
When I watched that, I was looking again. I'm like, how did he die? And I got skirt. Do you know how he died, Jack?
Yeah, was he eating ramen?
It was a blood clot caused by his diabetes that first made him paralyzed, and then took his brain, and then just dead.
Oh my God! Fuck that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, who in the room is diabetic who just had heart trouble?
The guy eating hot dogs with ranch. That's the host of the show.
Hot dogs with ranch is good.
And no, it's not. Ranch? Fucking gross.
Oh, see? God. Yeah. Wait. Hidden Valley Ranch.
That's a lot, man. That's a lot.
It's really good.
No wonder your arteries are clogging. I can hear them clogging, Monkey.
That's
But
intense.
you know what? It actually turned out to be a good thing that I did that research at that point, because this is the point. I've been eating very well, guys. Believe it or not, I really have. And tonight I had chicken with a nice salad.
Okay.
Skinless, boneless chicken, nice salad. I've been eating very well.
That's good, but how many cigarettes have you had?
Shut up. This is getting at a point where the new diet thing is kicking in, and I'm like, I just want a handful of M&Ms. And then I read that, I'm like, I can skip the M&Ms tonight.
Well, if it's any consolation, I went to McDonald's and had a Grimace shake, and it was delicious.
I don't know if she wants me saying this out loud, but it was funny, so I'm going to. My daughter described that as Grimace splooge.
Yeah, I figured it
Grimace
was
on a shake.
Yeah, it's Grimace's birthday, so they're having for a couple weeks you could get Grimace shakes. They're like Shamrock shakes, but purple.
Is it like grape flavored or something?
It's a flavor. I don't know what flavor, but it's a
supposed
flavor I associate with purple.
It's supposed to be blueberry.
It's supposed to be blueberry, but it's some weird chemical mixture of it's Grimace jizz.
And
really
I'm not gonna make a joke about the black guy immediately going to grape.
Hang out there. Y'all lucky I ain't say is it purple? As purple drink?
Yeah, it looks it's purple with white whipped cream on top. So I guess Grimace has white pubes. I don't know, but it was actually pretty good. It just had a very candy taste to it. When they here's some yellow candy and you assume it's banana, but it doesn't taste like a banana. It's just that's what they call it. So I don't know. It tastes like Grimace, I guess.
I'm not a fan of fruit flavored ice creams.
It's not a fruit flavor. It's just chemicals that they tell you.
Blueberry is a fruit,
but it doesn't taste like blueberry.
I just looked it up. They're saying it's like blueberry.
Yeah, it's not. It's some sort of chemical. It's an unnatural flavor, and you'll realize that when you're drinking it. Like, this is chemicals that my brain's trying to decide what it is. But it was pretty good.
McDonald's milkshake was like what? Didn't they just recently stop putting dairy in it?
I think so. Now it's just more chemicals.
That's crazy.
Milkshakes by DuPont, I guess. But
you just put it in a cup and stir it.
Real quick. Thank you, Keldrick. Monkey struggles to keep his mouth shut. What? I know. Believe it.
Hard to believe if you've watched this show more than 10 minutes.
Yes.
Now your roast videos, man. Are those just general anybody who's asinine, or do you have certain targets that you prefer? I'm setting this. I do watch your channel.
Appreciate that.
I'm selling you here. Certain targets that you go after more than others, a certain ideology more than others.
Woke people, cancel culture, anything of that nature, new wave feminists, right? Anything that falls under that, like I go at, or people that attack things that I got a lot of love for, like say Jesus, that nature. There's a lot of people that attack religion heavy, and then I don't mind roasting them to oblivion or stuff like that. Or like people that are quote unquote bullies, right? People that to try to debate, but they don't actually debate, and then instead they're just yelling and stuff like that. I love doing that back to people. It's fucking awesome. It's the greatest feeling in the world because they can't actually handle it.
Real quick, this is somebody brought up the other day Destiny and Blair White talking. And so I finally went and watched it. I didn't watch the full debate, which is on Blair's channel. I watched a 40-minute segment of it that Destiny uploaded. And it went basically as I expected it would, guys. Destiny is not as left as people think he is. He still thinks that it's okay to give puberty blockers to kids, and I disagree with that. But all the trans surgery and shit, he's like, no, that should not be happening to kids. It was a more grown-up debate than I've seen either of those two have in a while.
I think both sides are kind of flawed. I think Destiny overall says whatever the hell he has to say to get the clicks and views. He'll just come in and disagree in bad faith, fully. And I don't think he takes it seriously at all. And as far as Blair, I've seen her make a plethora of mistakes and just talk out her ass, especially the BDSM video. That shit was so incorrect. It makes no sense.
I haven't seen that one. Destiny, I think that's how Destiny used to be. These days, I tend to think he believes at least most of what he says. And I only base that on the fact that he pisses off lefties constantly.
I still don't trust him. It's the weird.
Oh, and that's fair.
He pisses off everybody. Have you seen him talk about the Andrew Tate stuff?
I have not seen especially his most recent stuff. I know he does not like Tate at all.
Yeah, everything that he's saying is just blatantly disingenuous. But he's saying it as if it's a fact, knowing damn well it's not. He does it a lot with a bunch of things. Like, or what about when he debated if he was scamming his fans and he started playing loud music and trying to troll the person instead of answering the question, did you scam your fans and sell them cryptocurrencies?
I haven't seen that one. I'll have to check it out. I've watched a lot of him, though. And here's something just consider when it comes to like the Andrew Tate stuff. It is possible for him to just be dumb.
Who, Andrew Tate? Or
no,
Destiny.
Because there's some things like the puberty blocker thing. It's just a dumb take. It's just stupid. If you're going to say, hey, no, we shouldn't be mutilating them. Well, why would you be okay with giving them pills that can literally lead them to hip replacement in their 20s? What's the difference?
I think there's one thing that nobody considers when it comes to Destiny is now, especially with his blue hair thing, I think it's a lot of this is a front, so nobody tries to grab him and demand his pot of gold. He is a tiny little man.
He is a tiny little man.
How tall is he?
He's short as shit. He's like 5'5" or something like that.
If that, I'd be shocked if he was really like 5'2". I think he wears platform shoes. I don't know the guy. I'm just saying that's my impression of him is that he may be a leprechaun. But let me grab a couple things real quick. Thank you, Frosted Glass. I thought it was a banana, but it didn't taste like a banana. Jack after a hot date. No, I don't tend to stick wieners in my mouth, but thank you for that, Frosted. And besides, I would tell you that it tastes like penis.
Hey, yo.
Damn it.
And thank you, S. Cybertez. How do you know what Grimace tastes like? Did you borrow Kamala Harris's knee pads? No, I asked her. Kamala Harris probably knows what all of the Playland characters taste like because she is an expert at what she does.
Oh, man.
Frosted in chat says, I have a little bit of respect for Destiny just because he sticks to his principles, even if lefties hate it. He was the only one on the left siding with Kyle Rittenhouse. That is true.
Well, yeah.
And he ripped a ton of them for their fucking Rittenhouse stuff. And that still comes up from time to time.
Yeah, broken clock, though, dude.
I give him credit. It's hard for me to take him seriously just knowing that there's certain debates that he'll go into disingenuously just for the sake of argument of being a contrarian. A contrarian? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah.
I think that he does that a lot because he knows that people are going to just click and search for his videos.
He is definitely good at the clickbait game. I'll give you that too. Some of his videos, if you watch him, he'll have, last night on Destiny or whatever it is, and they'll have some title, and then you watch the video, and that's like 2 lines from the whole 30-minute fucking video, and like that's the part I was watching for, you dick.
Yeah, that's his swag.
Yeah,
he stayed doing that. How you feel about Abba dancing with his wife?
I don't think it's all that big of a deal. When for everybody who was like, oh, Destiny lets other men sleep with his wife, so a guy dancing and not even like grinding in the background, compared to men sleeping with his wife, that's nothing.
No, I do agree with that. I kind of felt like her energy was like more so get him away from me, Destiny. And then he just was not noticing that type of energy at all because I think that he's like super beta.
Yeah, maybe. I think he has problems picking up on social cues sometimes too. Like, I wonder if he's a little bit, I don't want to say autistic because I really want to say retarded, but probably slightly autistic or at least like socially awkward.
If I remember correctly, he's admitted being on the spectrum.
Okay.
Like that diagnosed as such. But don't quote me on that. I want to say he has, but don't quote me. There's so many people these days who brag about being on the spectrum.
Yeah,
because they get rewarded, especially on TikTok.
Yeah, that stuff really means nothing to me anymore. I have to actually see that they're a little tismy. But anymore, like I've said before, it just looks like some people just don't know how to handle social interaction or read nonverbal cues. And that's something that you learn early on as a child. But if you're stuck in front of a computer all the time or a TV as a kid, you're not going to get those social interactions that you need.
You know, and I'm going to disagree just a little bit. I think at least if you're stuck in front of a TV, you see other people interacting with each other. You don't get that.
Fair.
You don't get that from video games.
Yeah, that's fair. But with somebody like Destiny, I don't know. Maybe his tribe of leprechauns didn't really cover that part in their like human methodology or whatever. Like, here's how to blend in with the humans.
I think he just never cared to learn. Like, I think that I was like a kid that's perfectly with what you described. Like, I didn't want to get in trouble at a certain age, so I stayed inside and just watched TV all day. And then eventually I had to, if I wanted to just be in the real world, I had to learn how to socialize. So I forced myself to actually go out. If he's still having, I guess, the whole social awkwardness thing with him, then he should probably learn how to grow up and go outside and talk to people and interact and pick up those social cues. How the hell are you a grown man, well, I guess employed or whatever to some degree, if you count it independently, and then he got a girlfriend or whatever, and don't he has like kids, and you still don't know social cues?
I think he's gotten better. If you go back to Destiny just from 5 years ago, he was fucking intolerable.
Yeah.
Just fucking intolerable. Every time I saw him, it's like, God, somebody needs to fucking do something to him that'll get me kicked off YouTube for saying.
Got you.
And he's come a long way, in fairness. But I think just as a society, we have that issue right now. And
yeah, it's because there's no consequences for anything anymore. If you're a jackass to people, if you have the right like hair dye and a gender uniform, you get away with whatever you fucking want.
That's crazy, but it's true.
Kids raised by their telephones now. I saw an article where it was millennials and Gen Z get their chance to say what's wrong with the workers of the baby boomers.
What?
Ugh.
How the fuck would they know?
Yeah, they don't have jobs. Oh, remember that? There was this lady that we talked about. We watched the video of this man, quote, sitting on the floor in the back room of a Starbucks, crying about how hard it was working an 8-hour day.
Yeah, I saw that.
You people are weak. You make me sick.
I don't know where I cut out there, but yeah, the bitch, her whine was that they call her.
Yeah.
You called me. Yeah, it's called conversation. It's okay. It's not going to hurt you. When we were kids, I don't know about you, Beast Boy, but me and Jack are like within a year of each other. Especially girls, they were on the phone all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's facts.
Like, constantly.
Yeah, and they wouldn't say anything. Be like, oh my God, what are you wearing tomorrow? It's just something to socially interact with.
There's an episode of Married with Children where their phone gets cut off over a bogus bill. And one of the jokes that runs through the whole thing is how Kelly is just distraught because she can't talk on the fucking phone. Because that's how it was. And now they're, oh my God, don't call me. Why do you have to call me? I don't want to hear a voice.
Wow.
Fuck off.
It's crazy.
Anyhow.
Times definitely changed. Parents
used to have to get second phone lines. True story. Because their teenage daughters would be on the damn phone all the time. Or in my case, I was on the phone all the time as well. If I was home, I was on the phone.
Yeah, but you were talking to teenage girls.
I was, absolutely. I was a teenager at the time. It's fine.
Yeah, now it's weird and creepy, and some dude in a black dress will be like, no, you can't do that anymore. And I'll be like, no judge can stop my love. And next thing you know, you're in a police chase.
Yeah.
He said, no judge can stop my love.
These things happen.
What,
all right, gentlemen. I have other streams I have to get onto tonight, so we're gonna wrap this one up. Beast, seriously, it's been way too long time coming. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Word, man. I appreciated the invite, man. It was super dope.
Guys, check out his channel. Do you have a link handy? Somebody that can throw that in the chat?
I do. I have it right here. Hold
on. Jack, a pleasure as always. Anything you'd like to show?
Oh, yeah. I'll drop a link to a video I did. As always, thank you so much for the donations, guys. And go subscribe to Beast Boy. You'll like his content. He's a fun dude.
Appreciate that. See you guys.
Massive. Thank you so much for the donation with no message. Appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the donations. Thanks for coming by. Everyone, have a wonderful night. We'll see y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.
This is the song at the end of the show. It doesn't always rhyme, but it's often about my wiener.